What's going on? We've got another episode of RTM. And now on this episode, Chronik's basically going to be arguing with Isla. He's going to be arguing about kids. And he's just going to come out with what Chronik always comes out with. Like, he can't help himself. But even Young Spray, it's just like, sometimes it's like, does this guy actually realize how cringe he is? Like, this is what I keep saying, yeah. When I watch RTM, I know I enjoy it. It's like, not all, I can't sit there and say all of it, but I wouldn't say enjoy, but some things make me frown, some things make me smile, some things make me laugh, because you know what? It is really a joke, but some of the stuff that come out of their mouths, man, it's just like, bruv, you lot are I couldn't even sit back and watch myself. If there will be so much editing being done on my part, because I'll be like, nah, I can't even hear myself repeat the same words over and over again when I'm doing these edits sometimes. It's that real. But we're gonna play it, we're gonna get into it, and then obviously I'm gonna do what I always do: stop, start, react. Because seriously, RTM really does give some golden moments. I will give it 100% that it is a good watch. Some of it, I think, as a trailer. I couldn't sit there and watch the whole 2-3 hours, bruh. Yeah, maybe 20 minutes by day, but then it would be a new episode out. So I'd rather just watch the clips. But yeah, here we go.
What do you think about DJ AG having testicular cancer?
Oh, that
Oh,
DJ.
that's mad. It's sad.
Very sad.
What's
Very-
wrong? What's wrong with you?
What do you mean what's wrong with him? But hear what I'm screaming, yeah? Now, hear what I'm screaming. That sounds great, Gucci, yeah?
I think I just needed to pause there, because why is he laughing about the fact that a man has testicular cancer? I'm just asking a sense of humor, bro, because there's an episode that is in one of these that I've already done, where as soon as a man mentions the name Giggs, he doesn't want to mention the name Giggs, he gets pissed. But you're hearing about someone who's got testicular cancer, a known DJ who actually does something for the community. Like, bro, he hosts events. Like, even the other day he had Sierra out, and Young Spray is casually sitting there laughing. That should actually show you the sort of dude he is. But let's just carry on anyway.
That sounds great, but it's all a cover-up.
What's wrong with
If
you?
it was a cover-up.
I'm
No,
going to
no,
explain.
no.
I'm going to explain. When you was going with what your narrative, you sat there patiently like, yeah, she's talking for me.
No, go on,
when
go on.
something's against your
Land,
narrative, don't go
land,
against
land,
it.
land.
Yeah. So hear what I'm screaming.
I've always known how to do the trick.
That sounds great.
Genius.
And whenever a woman brings up
Big up DJ AG.
herself or something, they'll use all these philosophies to cover it. None of those examples you gave is the
Isla doesn't
example.
like.
So here Chronik comes in, giving his opinion again, and he starts talking about something completely different. And he says, that sounds all good in that. Bro, a DJ has cancer, and you're saying that sounds all good in that. Bruv, this is what I mean about editing. Like, seriously, I'm not sure if they put these bits in there they must do it just to get a reaction, because I think I've already discussed this. But the fact being, yeah, that you're not actually thinking about the sensitivity of certain people's feelings in this. Like, bro, do you know what I mean? I'm just not here with it. And that's what I'm saying. There's bits that will make me smile, laugh, but some bits that will actually just get me like, bro, are you actually saying this on your big podcast? You're not serious.
Oh, that's fine.
Go on.
Yeah, but the example of what's actually happening. So that's the far extreme of someone who's barren or whatever, and they're just about me. But that's not what's happening here. This is someone trying to fight yin and yang. Yeah, because you've got, on the other end of it, people going and getting sperm donors because they've got no social skills. They're trying to get out of man and woman being dominated. They're trying to get out of it, so it's unnatural.
I rate you, Isla, for not
Wait,
going sperm bank.
Yeah, it's no, let's have it, call it for what it actually.
Like, how stupid of a comment do you get? People go to sperm banks so they can get out of having man and woman, and bro, just shut up. No, honestly, just shut up, bro. If you don't understand something, don't even talk about it. Because how can you say that people go to sperm banks just because of that reason? Yeah, like, there may be same-sex couples, yeah? I'm not going to doubt it. Women and women who might want to have a kid and say, yeah, let's go to the sperm bank. I'm not sure if that's the most common use, but some people want a kid. Do you get it? They want a kid. They don't want to have a man. They want to raise this kid by themselves. If they feel that they can do that, I don't feel that anyone should be bound by the fact of them being a single mother to not have a kid, because look how much plenty single mothers there are. You get it, girls have one night stands, that's it, boom, they're pregnant, they never see the man again, but they raise that kid. That's something that they wanted to do. So if a woman wants to go to a sperm bank where someone has donated their sperm to go and have a baby by herself with two women, I'm sorry, like, that's okay. But you don't know, there could be a couple that that man can't produce sperm and they want to have a kid. Yeah, the woman said, yeah, my eggs are fine. All right, cool, let's go to a sperm bank. You do not know everything, Chronik, and it just just shows that you live in a caveman mentality, literally. But let's carry on. And just to add, Young Spray saying, yo, Isla, yeah, I rate you for not going to the sperm bank. Oh, brother. Oh, gosh. But anyways.
I don't want kids
No,
right
no,
now.
no,
I
let's
rate
call
you.
it, call it
Yeah,
for what it is. There are some people in that position that you're talking about. And there are also a lot of people
rate
in
you.
this
Guys, sperm
position.
bank is mad.
So let's deal with this position that's in the room, not the one that's outside the room. Because we can talk to someone who's going through it now. So what I
Yeah,
see...
but what my thing is, you don't know. Let's say that she had a man and the man had fertility
She
issues.
doesn't
That's what she
know.
was
That's
doing.
all hypotheticals. That's all...
But no, but
you
what
don't
she's saying is
know.
fair. You don't know.
They can hear you lot. They can hear you lot on the mic.
hypotheticals. You see, all making up reasons for why she...
Yeah, but how do you know she's got fertility issues?
Bro, she's gone to the sperm donor safe.
But you know
let's-
you can go to the sperm donor and get IVF.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's my
all
point,
some
like-
people and some people and some people. Why did you go there?
3 times.
Because I felt like it. Because I wanted to have
Right,
kids.
that
3
sounds
times.
great.
Yeah.
That sounds
This is
I
a
wanted
girl
to
you
have
need to
kids.
wear a
That sounds
condom.
great.
Because I wanted
You need to wear a condom, guys.
No,
Because I
on
wanted
this
to.
girl.
That's not trauma. Not everything is trauma.
Anyone
Some
bumping
people
into
just
this
do
girl,
things
wear your
because they-
condom, guys.
This
some
reaction
people
will
just
have
do
you.
things.
So apparently, guys, if you go to sperm bank, you're going mad. Yo, these man's ideas are just different, you know. Different. I can't lie to you, bruh. Like, and even when they're asking, oh, why did you go to sperm bank? Because I want kids, bro. Why do you need someone to tell you this to work that out? Of course, they've gone to the sperm bank because they want kids. Do you get? And like the other presenter who actually has common sense, like I'll give it to her. She actually is probably smarter than the majority of that room. Do you get? Like, and that's just a fact. You can get IVF. You can do this. Like. You lot are just so one-track minded and not really thinking about it. She don't need to explain why she's gone there. And then Chronik is like, oh yeah, like, bro, your opinion means nothing to anybody. I'm not sure if you realize this, but your opinion is just, even the questions you ask, they're so shallow, it's unreal.
Some people just
She
do
will
things
have your
because they
kid.
feel like it. I
Even
won't
if
have
you
your
tell her
kid. That's
don't
why I
have
went
it.
to the sperm bank.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
You
Because
see,
I won't have your
Even if
kid.
you tell her don't have it, she'll have your
Yeah.
kid.
do you know the problem?
These are the type of girls that will have your
real
kid.
lies.
Do you know the
Real
problem is?
eyes.
yeah?
Wear a condom, guys.
Everybody, yeah, that's got a certain point of view of life, yeah, accepts everybody to go through life how they think they should go
And it
through
doesn't
life.
go
You
like
get what I'm
that.
saying?
And it
You
doesn't
see,
go
when
like
you're telling me, and by the way, yeah, what they mean by it's unnatural, yeah, is that that's not the normal way that
not
people normally
natural.
have
It's
kids,
just
but
not
natural, yeah. But a lot of things are unnatural. Like
Even
right
her
now,
mentality.
hold up a sec. Right now, yeah, if you
No, can we clap our hands for Pinky, please? Because that is probably the smartest statement I have heard him say on any of these podcasts I've listened to so far. Do you know what, my guy? Well done. No, well done. That was actually a viable statement. Like, legit. I can rest easy that Pinky has actually got some common sense. Honestly.
a heart that wasn't ticking properly, yeah, you go and get one of them
Donors.
pacemakers
No, get a
or
donor.
whatever.
So you-
guess what?
they could give me your heart.
Your heart
So-
wouldn't be natural. So what? You're alive. Like we live in the new age, innit? You got a headache, you take aspirin. Is that fucking natural? So that's my answer to that
That's
thing.
why
But
you got your
the
teeth.
point-
I need to get them.
Exactly, it's not natural. So what? Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm saying-
They look
So
good
what
though.
though?
Thank you.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying.
what
I need to
you,
get them.
see, to me, when I hear that you've
Because
got, you
I
done
wanna
what you
hear
did,
that
yeah,
my teeth
and
look good.
obviously, it's to me, it is a bit weird because I've not bumped
Hey,
into it
Elmo, you
before.
can imagine.
But I do rate you because it is brave. Because a lot of girls will be shook to have a you without a man to have to.
But they
lean
do
on.
it every
You know
time.
what I'm
they're
saying?
not- a
But
lot of
women,
girls are
no,
not shook to have a
They're
youth
not
by
because they
themselves.
do
There's
it
a
all the
rising
time.
single
They do
parent.
it.
And just like that, he might have just changed my mind again because then he's like, oh yeah, well, that's just not normal. Like, you get it? Like, oh my bro. You see like where some people like they go to shoot and then they miss. Like you just miss. Like you nearly had it. You had it on the rim, bro. And then at the last second, it just rolled off because why did you even say that? And then you got Young Spray there talking like, I'm not even sure if Young Spray even knows where he is half the time because why are you talking about, oh yeah, like, yeah, I want to get my teeth done. So you would have that which is unnatural, yeah, which is basically another surgery, which is unnatural. But her going to the sperm bank, yeah, and saying she wants a kid is way out of it. But you're going abroad to go and get veneers is okay. Like, I'm joking, guys. I know it's not, but you know what I mean? If she wants to have a kid, she has to go and get sperm. If you want to have good teeth, you have to just flip and look after your teeth. If you don't, then you're going to have to go get veneers. It's just simple as that, innit, really?
Divorce is started by women. So that sounds great.
But when it could be women that are getting licked down.
No, wait.
What do you think you got to say about that? He said divorce is started by women.
Allow me to
That's mad,
speak.
divorce.
Allow me to speak. Because that sounds great, but it wasn't true.
Statistically, it is initially.
It wasn't true.
Women initiate
The actual
divorce, yeah.
statistics actually are the opposite of what you're saying.
Which is what?
Which is there there's it's not a unique thing. There are a lot of
But look, Queen's just looking the other way like, this guy's gonna chat some nonsense in my ear. Like, already, I was gonna even pause it just a minute ago, but I thought, nah, please just get out what you're gonna say. And then, as usual, Young Spray comes and interrupts. So I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna come and interrupt, because if he finishes this sentence with women start divorces, bro, you're heartbroken. You're just heartbroken. And now I'm starting to realize why Chronik moves the way he does, because he's heartbroken. Some bad boy took your gal or something. Yeah, you probably tried to fight for her back and you didn't win. I'm trying to work out. Honestly, he needs to be studied, because I need to understand why you're like this, bro.
making that choice to be single mothers. There's more women making the choice to be single mothers than there are women choosing to be in a relationship.
Why is that?
No,
You tell us.
Yeah, you going mad. Yeah,
You're asking men why you look like...
You're saying choosy like they ain't bare man running off on gal that's pregnant.
Oh, they
You're assuming that because it's a single mom.
She looks tired, man. She looks tired. She looks tired still, like, bro, I think she's even contemplating why she has him on the show, because women are choosing to be single mothers. Women are choosing to not be in love relationships. I'm telling you, Chronik has been hurt. I'm telling you, the guy has been hurt, and no one can tell me otherwise. Every move he does, when it comes towards women, it just screams, I have been hurt. And you know what, Chronik? You need to stop oppressing women because you've been hurt like this. Seriously, my boy. Seriously, you need to allow it, man, because and then the thing is, this is what I'm trying to say. Chronik and Young Spray are basically the same person. I can't tell you which one is less mentally developed than the other. Honestly, I think mentally they're probably on the same development level. And I couldn't even tell you which one is more educated. Honestly, from looking at them, I couldn't, or even hearing them, I couldn't. If we was to shut the lights off, everything pitch black, and they was to have the same voice, I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between the two, because they are literally so similar. And so you lot have brought them a statistic. They've then asked you a question, why is that? Because obviously, where have you got the statistic from? You must have read an article or something. There must be something that you can do to back it up. So there must be a reason for where you've got this data from. You haven't just randomly found these numbers anywhere and just, oh yeah, this has just happened. There must have been reason. Anything you find on Insta, TikTok, people explain it, or there'll be explanation in the description. Don't tell me you ain't read that, or is it just me? I don't know. But anyway, he's just, you two are, Young Spray and Chronik should literally be named cavemen.
Choosing.
on their
Yeah, do you get it?
It's true.
Like, it could be loads of reasons where it
He's on
happens.
their
Like,
side.
it's a bit.
You said stuff. Let me address the stuff that you said.
He's on
Because you're
their
talking
side.
about what's natural and unnatural. But if everyone thought like you wouldn't even be here.
What are you talking about? How'd
If
you
your
work
mum and
that out?
dad thought like you wouldn't be here.
How? Why?
Don't talk about your mom and dad.
Oh, yeah, all right, cool.
No, but
anyone's parent-
Don't fucking talk about my mom and dad.
Yeah,
but how do you know
fact,
that?
You can't change facts.
So,
Even
are
if
you
you're
telling me,
teaching.
so wait a minute, yeah? My mum and dad was married, yeah? But are you telling me that they needed to be married or even needed to be in a relationship for me
My
to
mum
be
and
here?
dad is married,
Because my dad could have just
married.
nutted and cut. So what are you talking about?
That's not what I
My
said.
mum could have went to a fertility clinic. What are you talking
You're
about?
just adding bare
Nobody
things.
needs.
I never
Listen,
said none of
people
them
want to
things you
keep pushing
said.
their narratives.
No,
Oh, you
no.
need to have kids. I don't want to have kids. A lot of people talking about having kids, and I'm thinking to myself, blood, like,
Spazzing out hasn't changed the fact.
I'm not spazzing out.
You should be allowed
I'm
to have our
telling
own
you,
blood.
I'm not
No,
listening to
no,
everything
no.
everybody's
I
saying.
said that I didn't say. So that's
Okay, go on.
for starters.
See what you're saying.
That's for starters. You're pushing your own narrative. But I will just have two of the narratives that you tried to wild out before and do that. So let me just address
I'm not wilding out.
No,
I'm saying.
I don't.
Before before Chronik addresses his two narratives and completely tries to turn everything around, yeah, Pinky, I hear you, bro. I hear you, honestly. And you know what? I'm not even gonna say he shouldn't be getting pissed. Of course he should have got pissed. Like, what the hell is this? You get it? I don't know, like, but that's what I'm saying with Chronik, bro. You can't really give him that reaction because he's just an idiot. You can't help him. You can't save that one. You get it? It just is what it is. You just gotta let him speak. You gotta say your point. And that's it. I don't think you can even ask for him to agree because it's going to be too difficult. He just has no, like, and that's what I'm trying to say about Pinky, yeah? Like, there's something there in it. I'm not sure what, you get it, but there's something there. And it's good to see because honestly, having a bag of young sprays and chronics is too much for this one show.
Okay, yeah, go.
Yeah. So the first time you spazzed that was you tried to say, you're pushing your life onto me. You're saying marriage and kids is one half of your deen. And if you're going to quote someone, don't misquote them. One half of your deen is marriage, not children. No, you said and having kids and all that. So
if you watch it back and you hear what I said.
I heard exactly what you said. Yeah, that's why
I said marriage is one half of your deen, and I said kids after that.
That's what I'm saying. So why are you even fighting? Yeah.
Oh no, but marriage is half of your deen, though. You said.
Yeah, no, but listen. Listen to understand.
Go on.
Yeah, it's not going to work out any other way. Yeah. So, what I will put the correction there. One half of your deen is marriage. That has got nothing to do with having kids. Mm-hmm. So having children with that is a natural thing. So yeah, there's other aesthetics, cosmetics that you can do if you need them. That's natural. Going to a doctor, yeah, because you need it. But you don't need to go to a sperm bank. You can get a normal partner. If you have to, then that's the...
But what difference does it make? It's all sperm. It's all sperm.
It makes a lot of difference.
She doesn't want to.
Let me tell you the difference it means. As
Okay.
someone who's actually been through the procedure, yeah? So the difference it means is the yin and yang...
It's not natural.
No, that's cool. We've got past that bit. We know it's clear. There's no point in fighting that bit. That it's not... Yeah, but so what... This is the bit that's unnatural. You see the yin and yang that you're trying to fight? By having this, doing it yourself and choosing, not being in a medical position that you need to do that. You're choosing, because you're choosing to not have a partner and have a child by not having. So now what you're now doing is now saying to this kid now, I've got the perspective of two parents. That's now unfair. And that's also unnatural to have one parent. That's unnatural.
But you're saying it's unnatural. There are some men that die before their kids are born.
That's fine.
So those kids are being raised without a dad.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or without a mum. Some
but they knew their
in
dad was one.
childbirth or whatever. So you saying,
fine.
it's
That's
unnatural,
unnatural.
or it's not really like... Things happen, innit? Like sometimes
but that's not
parents
what's
pass
happened to
away
you.
or whatever.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about.
You can't really say that.
If your parents die, then your parents died. That was the last card that it was. But we're talking about your choices and the choices that you're making subconsciously. And when you make certain choices for kids, you don't have the right to make that choice for certain kids. Wait 1 second, because now, unless you're...
I know what you're saying there.
No, you don't have to... But nothing can stray the truth. Emotions are not cutting it for me. Yeah, because what happens when people keep making these choices is emotional kids.
I had to let Chronik finish there because you know what? It was just always gonna, no matter what you think, Chronik is always gonna have the most stupidest argument in life and keep saying the yin and yang that you're fighting. Like, bro, it's a simple thing. And do you know what? What he's saying kind of makes sense. I'm not gonna put it past him, right? They're making a choice, boom, I get that. But at the same time, you can't say it's unnatural. Yeah, it's unnatural to not have two parents. Like, bruh, that's how it goes sometimes. Do you know what I mean? You can't help what's natural. Natural would have been you would have been dead by a certain age, and yeah, you could have had a kid, but you would have been dead by the time your kid turned 2. So is that natural? That would have been natural 10, I mean, not 10, let's say 100 or 150 years ago. That would have been natural, bro. 1,000 years ago, that would have been natural. So I know I keep pushing the times, but like, what is natural? Nowadays, women, they might not be able to find a partner. They might want a kid. I mean, I get it. Like, at the same time, would I get my girl to do it? Cool, but no, I wouldn't. Do you get it? But at the same time, you've got to look at it from this perspective of if you're a man or you're a woman and you're with a man and you break up, what, is she not meant to have a next man then? Because or is she not like? Do you know what I mean? Or are you just meant to stay together because of the kid? Like, it doesn't work like that. But this is what I'm trying to say. Chronik, yeah, should change his name to Caveman because honestly, that's how he thinks. He thinks like a caveman. But let me know what you guys think about this whole little episode or little clip of RTM. Drop me a like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Just, let's keep it stepping. Later.